Namaste. It's my delight to dance with joy with you today and practice freeing the body to move with the rhythms of life to the music of our soul. Our committed practice allows our mind to stay still like the hub of a wheel while the universe whirls dynamically around us. We will create a balance between movement and stillness so that we can stay attuned to the divine music of our true self. The story is told that one night, upon hearing the sound of Krishna's flute, the cowherd women, the gopis, sneak away from their households to dance with Krishna all night long. Krishna's dance with Radha and the gopis is called the Rasalila. The Rasalila symbolizes the dance of the divine, a dance of spiritual love and ecstasy. We'll commit ourselves to balancing the opposites so that we hear the music of our soul and dance with it joyfully. All right, please make yourself comfortable. Sit on a blanket or bolster or box so you can draw the lower back in. Lift the shoulders up and back and be able to breathe complete breaths in and out. We'll practice Nadi Shodhanam Pranayama. Nadi means the subtle energy channel, and Shodhana means cleaning or purification. So it's a form of alternate nostril breathings that helps purify the nerves, release fatigue, and balance the moon and sun channels, which calms the mind and clears blockages. It's beneficial before meditation to practice this. This breath helps restore a sense of internal balance between the ecstatic dance and the peaceful center within the heart. Practicing with Vishnu Mudra, the thumb and last two fingers extend to alternately open or close one nostril at a time. Be sure to keep the chin level, shoulders relaxed, and we'll take complete breaths in and out, one nostril at a time. Fill your lungs, and then close the left. Begin exhaling slowly through the right, counting to 3, and inhale to that same count of 3 through the right. The top of the inhale, switch sides, exhale left, counting to 3. Inhale left, counting to 3. And repeating that pattern, switching sides at the top of the inhale. Using the inhale to sit up tall, lifting up through the crown, and the exhale to integrate muscular energy into the core of the pelvis. Good, that's perfect. Good posture helps breathe. Complete breaths in, and complete breaths out. Very good. And rest the hands and breathe normally through both nostrils, trying to sense if there's a better balance between the nostrils. Next, ask you to come up to stand. And now some freedom to move and dance. And we'll start just with a wide stance, a little more than hip distance apart. Then taking the head in some slow circles, up on the inhale and down on the exhale. That's right, you're doing good. When you're ready, change the direction of your circles. Being loose and free to flow where your body allows movement. Perfect. And come back to the center. Soften the knees, the backs of the hands touching. Lift up on the inhale, circle the elbows away, and come back down. Big fountain arms. Good, that's the way. Getting a nice circle in the shoulders, an opening in the heart, and a strengthening in the legs. Very nice. That's fine. Next, we're just going to hold on to the hips and take them around in some fun circles. Letting the pelvis rock, roll. And reverse the circles. I'd be playing some rock and roll music, but then you wouldn't pay any attention to me. You'd just be dancing around, having a good time. All right. Now we're going to flow with the arms, bringing one arm at a time into the chest as you turn from side to side. So gather that energy into the heart and move with a very smooth, flowing grace. So you wouldn't even be creating a ripple in the pool of consciousness here. We're just going to smooth it out. Lovely, that's great. Now let's go ahead and bring the hands down to the knees and rock the hips from side to side. Widen the feet more if that's comfortable. And just swim those hips around, circles, figure eights. If you can reach down to the mat or to the floor or blocks, bring the fingertips down as you move around with the hips. Loosen the head and neck, they can flow. Just have a good time with this. All right. Now start to lift the head and shoulders. Reach the palms face up, round up to the top. And exhale, bring them back down. Bending the knees up on the inhale, down on the exhale. Squatting and lifting. It's really going to wake up the leg muscles, these big muscles. Like a wagon wheel, tracing the circumference with your hands. And then coming to the front of the mat for warrior one. Step right foot back and bend the left knee. And then take a moment of stillness now in warrior. Focusing internally to the core of the pelvis with muscular energy. Still aware of this whirling cosmos around us, but able to stay still and centered in your core. Those are beautiful. And bring the arms down and clasp them behind, or hold the back of the hips so that you can draw the shoulder blades together and lift the heart up. Looking up, take a little back bend, but don't bend the back knee. Keep the back leg strong, pushing away. And release the hands forward to the front knee. And begin to fold over the left hip. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back. And exhale, sliding deeper down that front shin into hamstring stretch. Breath by breath, deepening the stretch. Softening on the inhale and stretching deeper on the exhale. Good, that's right. Great. All right, release that. Stepping right foot forward. Inhale to a flat back. And then exhale and fold over straight legs. And lift up with the inhale, or lift the arms and touch the palms. And we're going to rest. Back to stillness. And step the left foot back for warrior. The right knee bent. Taking time to solidify the foundation in your feet and legs, and the hips and the pelvis. Then you'll have stability. Able to breathe easily. Good, that's great. Peacefully centered. And then back bend with yoga mudra behind. Draw the shoulder blades in. Lift the heart. Open the throat. But strengthen the back leg. Really push away through the back heel so you're not compressing in the lower back. And then we're going to take it forward. Hands to the front thigh and sliding down. One breath at a time. Deepening. Relaxing. And deepening again. Until perhaps the fingertips touch the mat. And you can always soften the front knee as necessary. And straightening to stretch the hamstring deeper. Good, that's great. Right, that's it. Long, smooth breath. Really helps still the mind. Finding that balance point, that equipoise. Releasing the stretch, step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, hands to knees. Then exhale and fold over straight legs. Uttanasana. Soften the knees, inhale, lift up, standing, arms overhead. And exhaling, rest the arms down. We will now come into kneeling pose, low lunge. So from table pose, step the right foot forward to lunge, the right knee bent, and the hands lifting up to that front knee. All right, good. You may need to pad under the back knee if you have a hard floor, as we do occasionally. And then you can have no hesitation about pushing down through the legs, And lifting up through the crown of the head. Being able to breathe complete breaths. And the arms may lift. Balancing with muscular energy through the core of the pelvis. Taking equal inhalations and exhalations. Just to dance with the breath. Now lower the hands down. Windmill the right arm up again, so we're twisting to go look up to the right hand. Very nice. Good job. And lower the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Pivot with the left knee to the side. And you can bring the right elbow up onto that right knee, or just use it as leverage against the inside of the knee and stretch the left arm forward over the ear. Tilt the ears back, open the throat. And release the hands down and step the right foot back. And switch sides now, bringing the left foot through. When you're ready, lift the hands up to the left knee. Breathe here. Good. Strengthen through the core of the pelvis, lift the arms. That's it. That's great. And release hands down. Right hand, fingertips to the mat. Windmill the left arm up. And twist looking up to the left hand. And just roll the shoulders back. It helps to turn that bottom hand out 45 degrees. Helps to integrate the shoulder blade into the back nicely. And you have a nice wide open heart. And lower the left hand. Bring it to the inside of the knee. Pivot with the right knee, turn it to the side. And then start bringing the right arm up and forward over the ear. If you need to, just lift the left elbow up on top of the knee and give yourself more space to expand in the chest. That looks great. Lower the hands down and step it back. Start just a balance, very easy balance in the bird dog, stretching the right leg back, balance on the left knee, and then lift the left arm and balance. The equal inhalation to exhalation. And that may introduce a little movement into the pose as you breathe, lifting and extending. Exhale, contracting. Just moving whatever way feels natural and organic. And switch sides with the left hand down, the right knee on the floor. Lift the left leg. And balance, lift the right arm. And dance with the breath. Just allowing your body the freedom to move as it feels led. And rest and bring the hands and knees down. Start to push back to the heels and fold forward in child's pose. Lengthen the lower back by pressing the palms forward, the hips back and down, the navel up and in. Expanding in the back and shoulders as you inhale, and then flattening the tummy as you exhale. Rolling up, lift to a high kneeling position for our camel. And bring hands around to the back of the hips. And press the hips forward, look up, and draw the shoulder blades in to puff up the chest. And tilt the head back. If you can, reach down to the heels. Very good, very good. Release up to straight spine. And lower hands. All right, time for downward dog. Curl the toes under and lift up the knees. But you can have fun with this down dog. You can walk the knees, glide around in circles with the hips, or do figure eights, make waves. Just dance around with the hips. Good, that looks fine. Lots of fun. Now, let's try a three-legged dog. Lift up that right leg. Yeah, very good. And now switch. Right foot down, left leg lift. Good, nice. And lower left foot and bring the knees down. Take the weight off the hands here. In rabbit pose, lower the elbows and forearms flat. And start to bring the forehead to the mat. And slowly lift the hips up, stretching the back of the neck. And then exhaling, rolling the hips down, rolling back towards your forehead. So you're getting a little sacral massage. Up and down the crown of the head. And then a little temple massage as you bring the hips back towards the heels and rock the forehead from side to side. Massage the temples. Now start to lift back to table pose. I'll do two-legged dog. So I'll give you some tricks to make it more accessible. What you can do is we can have the knees down and balance like you were in bird dog, and then try and bind the opposite hand to opposite foot. Right? Or try it from downward dog. Now here's the trick is to shorten your dog enough so that the heels can really touch down. That will balance on that left foot, lift the right leg. And another trick, turn the knee out to the side so you can find it with the left hand, bind left hand to right ankle. So there's your two-legged dog. So either kneeling or from dog. And once you've tried one side, then go on to the next. finishing our interesting balance, come back to rest on the knees. Curl the toes under and then walk the hands back so the knees lift up into a squat. Okay, and we're just going to try to balance on the balls of the feet, the hands in prayer at the heart, shoulders down, back straight. Good job. And so, tiptoe balance or arm balances are options now. If you want arm balance, come to your crow pose, balancing the knees on the backs of the arms. And now we'll come on up to stand. We'll face the side of the mat with a wide stance. Turn the toes out 45 degrees and bend the knees towards the toes. Roll the shoulders back and lift the hands in chin mudra or goddess. All right, you can go deeper on the exhale. You could also try lifting one heel, alternating, or lifting both heels, and just dancing on the balls of the feet. And lower down, the arms down, the heels down. And we'll go to Warrior Two. And turn the left toes out to the end of the mat. Square the right foot. Warrior Two, arms at shoulder height. The left knee bent. Very nice, good. And we'll dance here with the arms, keeping the legs steady. Lift the left arm up, inhaling, arch back. And on the exhale, bring the right arm forward. So just flowing back and forth and dance with the breath. Lovely, that's nice. Doing it, doing great. Now come back to center and turn the feet, turning the left toes, pivot the right toes to the end of the mat and bend the right knee. Up to arms at shoulder height. Strengthen the inner thighs, firm in the buttocks and the lower abdomen. Now you have the stability to flow back and forth with your breath. And this dance with the divine, this Rasalila. Rasa means the essence, the taste, that aesthetic quality. Okay? And Lila, the play. And rest the arms. Turn again the feet back to the first side. Bend the left knee. And hold right hand to right hip. Slide down with the left hand to a block or fingertips to the floor to come up into half moon. Then extend the right arm and broaden the shoulders. Breathe complete breaths. And slowly come back down with the back foot and turn the feet to the second side. Bend the right knee and Hold the left hip with the left hand as you slide the right hand down to the mat. Getting to balance on the right leg. Good, rest, come out, both feet down. Things got very quiet there. Yeah. All right, so now just go right on to a vinyasa, starting from the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms, arch back, and exhale, fold, hands down, walk back to high plank. Inhale, top of a push-up, and exhale, lowering halfway. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And look up, step the right foot forward, left heel down, warrior one. Good. Now warrior three. Lean forward over the right hip, toe touch with the back foot, and float the back toes up. You can broaden the arms if your back is tiring. Make it more like an airplane. Find what works. And then release the back foot down, hands down, right foot back to downward dog. Take the vinyasa or skip it to bring the left foot forward and high into warrior one, whenever you choose. Okay, so warrior one, left foot forward, right heel down. And we're lifting the arms. Stay firm through the core, the pelvis, navel to backbone, and then bring all the weight into the front leg, toe touch with the back foot. And slowly balance. Balance on the left leg. Breathe. Find the pose that works for you. Okay, and even in that stillness of balance, there's room for movement. And rest both feet down, lift both arms up, get a full stretch up, and then I'll rest the arms. Okay, please come down into seated position. And we're still going to be balancing, but you won't have as far to fall on the ground. Starting with boat pose, balance on the sitting bones. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. And if you're confident, strong, release the hands. But feel free to move and dance, because this is your practice. Fabulous. Go for it. And now rest the feet down. Look good. Upward table. So the hands will be behind the hips. The feet flat on the mat. Draw the shoulder blades under. Press the feet and hands down. And lift up the hips. You don't have to stay still if you want to. Lift one leg at a time. Or lift the hips up and down. Whatever your mood, your instinct, and your desire leads you. And release the hips down and rest with wide leg forward bend. Spreading the legs, widen the sitting bones. You can press the fingers behind to draw the lower back in, or sit up on a little lift. Enjoy a spacious breath. And we're going to rock from side to side, going tick-tock from one side to the next. And a nice flowing movement, dancing from side to side in whatever way is appropriate for your body today. And then come to face the center and start to fold forward gradually. Stillness in the mind, deepening breath. Now, lift up and release. Lift the knees up with the hands helping, usually helps, and then with the feet wide apart, windshield wiper the knees. Take both knees to the left and then cross the right hand to the left knee. And lift up the chest and shoulders back so you can twist with a long spine. And you never have to be a statue in a pose if it helps you to unlock some tension. You can add some of the movement here with the right arm circling or the head. See if that feels good. And switch to the next side with the knees windshield wiper to the right. The left hand over to the right knee. And just see if there's any movement in the neck, shoulders, or arm that helps unlock any tension. It gives you a chance to dance more freely. More beautifully. More soulfully. That's beautiful. Yes, you have it. And we'll come back to the center and go on down onto your spine and reclining leg cradle. So for this, the feet start on the mat, the knees lifted, and then cross the right ankle over the left knee. So the right knee opens to the side. The right hand may help it open. And if you want a deeper stretch in that right hip, start to lift the left foot off the mat. And you can hold the back of the thigh with your hands or anywhere else. The mat. Bringing the left knee towards your chest. Gradually and systematically, incrementally stretching deeper on the exhale and relaxing enough to breathe on the inhale. Keeping the mind steady and easeful while the body is free to stretch, bend, whatever. All right, switching legs, put the right foot on the mat and cross the left ankle over the right knee. Open the left knee to the side, or start to draw the right knee closer to the chest, holding the back of the right thigh or the top of the shin. Wherever you're holding is fine. If your head and shoulders can rest on the mat, and you can take complete breaths. And the breath is steady, calm, and even. It'll help your mind get more focused and still, less restless and distracted. And when the mind is still, you'll be hearing the harmony of the spheres, the celestial music in your soul. Now rest and lower both feet back down. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. And lift the knees back upright. Now please cross right knee over left knee. So the knees are stacked one on top of the other. Lift the feet off the mat and start to bring both knees closer to the chest. And it may be holding on to the knees, the shins, or for some people to the ankles, and bringing the legs closer. This is a reclining version of Gomukhasana, cow face pose. The advantage of the reclining version is your back is supported and straight. So all the stretching is right where you want it, in the hips. All right, it's time to switch sides and put the feet back down and recross the knees with the left knee on top. And lifting the feet, start to bring the knees towards the chest by holding the knees, the shins, or the ankles. Enjoying long, full breaths in and complete breaths out. The more completely empty the lungs, the deeper the next inhale can come. All right, time to rest and lower the feet back to the mat. And tuck the chin towards the chest. Lift the feet once more so you can hold the backs of the thighs, rounding the back like a rocking chair, and starting to rock back and forth. Or circling the knees. Whatever other movement just seems to arise spontaneously in your body. If you choose to rock up into plow, take the legs up and over. Start to bend the knees down into happy baby. Holding the ankles or the feet, pull the knees towards the armpits. Reclining cobbler to finish. So the knees are open, the outer edges of the feet are resting on the mat. And you can space the heels away from the pelvis as far as you need to be able to relax the thighs, breathe, and feel a comfortable stretch. If you wanted to assist that stretching with your hands, you would just press gently on the exhale against the inner thighs, and then release that pressure on the inhale, letting your back arch and flex naturally without straining. And then extend the legs, straighten the legs, widen the feet, reach up over the head with the arms wide, spreading the fingers and the toes, rolling the wrists, ankles, getting that full body stretch, whatever feels right in your body, wiggling, shimmying, and gradually easing yourself into Shavasana, where I will give you a chance to relax and rest in stillness as I start to dim our lights. Covering yourself up with blankets and sweaters to stay warm, cozy. And just letting your body rest and let go and relax totally from head to toe. Every muscle now just loose, limp, sinking into the floor and feeling that floor support you, cradle you, and hold you safe. Now, another way of balancing the solar and lunar energies is with Sushumna breathing. Okay, so Sushumna is that central nadi. If you will breathe in and out through your nose, you may find that one nostril is more open to the breath than the other. And that dominant nostril is the one to focus on initially. Inhaling air from that dominant side up to this eyebrow center, and exhaling from the eyebrow center back down through that one nostril and out over the upper lip. So only breathing through one nostril, as if you were doing that alternate nostril, but you're not using your hand now, you're just doing it mentally. So breathe through one nostril up to the eyebrow center, and then back down through that same nostril over the upper lip. Now you've gotten really good at that. You're going to have to switch to the second side, and it may be a little challenging at first, but you'll manage it. Keep focusing on that second side. Try to breathe only through that second nostril. Up, inhaling up to the third eye, the eyebrow center. And exhaling that same side. That's good. That's fine. Now combine both nostrils as if there was only one central nostril. And breathing through that central channel, inhale to the third eye and exhale out over the upper lip as though both channels were joined into one. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om and salutations to the Blessed One, who is the dwelling place of light. Now start to deepen your breath and awaken your body with movement, stretching and rolling over to one side in a fetal position. And just feeling good about yourself for taking time to practice, to find that balance between stillness and ecstatic movement. And find your way back again up to seated position as you're comfortable, awake, and conscious, ready to continue your day with the music of the divine to dance to and celebrate our joyous life. Namaste.